हेलो गाइस, आपका स्वागत है एक और नई वीडियो में जहां पे आज हम खेलने वाले हैं ई फुटबॉल में रैंक मैचेस। आज हम रैंक सीरीज शुरू करने वाले हैं ई फुटबॉल की, जहां पे हम रैंक मैचेस खेलने वाले हैं। जैसे कि आप लोगों ने देखा, मेरी रैंक 7 पे है, मैं 7 डिवीज़न में हूँ अभी। और हमारा टारगेट डिवीज़न एटलीस्ट भी डिवीज़न 5-4 तक पहुँचना इम्पोर्टेंट है। और मैं शुरू करने वाला हूँ इस मैच को। और इसमें चेकिंग कनेक्शन स्टेटस चल रहा है, मतलब कुछ मिल चुका है। देखते हैं ये मैच शुरू होती है या नहीं। वैसे आप इंजॉय करो इस मैच को, और मैं आपको इस मैच के दौरान मैं नहीं बोलूँगा। और अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करना, वीडियो को लाइक करना और कमेंट में ज़रूर बताना कि आप किस फॉर्मेशन पे खेलते हो और आपकी डिवीज़न रैंक क्या है।
Barcelona get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Unai Simon finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, don't be surprised if he ends up being the top man today, Peter, because he's got the reflexes and shot-stopping ability to keep out the best. Seeing shot after shot being repelled can actually affect both teams psychologically too. It gives one team hope, while the opposition can start to despair.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Mackay is onto this, brilliantly cut out, and that was very necessary. Nicely weighted ball, played into space. He's in plenty of space here. No outsmarting him this time. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? Fermi. And it's Rice. Can he latch on to this? He's onside! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Neymar. And that's a throw-in. Looking for the run, and it's made its way to him. Lopez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And we have our very first corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! He's scored! The first significant strike. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Oh, great feat, that.
And this is Neymar. Messi. And Messi! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution in progress.
Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
No way through there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mackay. Messi. Neymar. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, that's well seen too. Rice. And Dixon. Rice. And he shoots! Goal! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
An instinctive delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Mbappe, looking to play him in. Well read, nice interception. Oh no, what has happened here? Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the keeper's got it again. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now, can they get him away? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nicely spread. Yamal. That's tidy. And it's been hooked away. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Toon surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that has not gone well. And this is Messi. And Messi! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Now it's Messi. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. De Bruyne engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. De Bruyne. Now it's Rice.
2 added minutes has been
That's a decent
indicated.
ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
Please be made aware.
Any
that
reflections on
smoking
what
is
you've seen,
only
Jim?
permitted
Well, in all honesty,
designated
Peter,
areas
this
within
would
these
have been...
grounds.
पिछली मैच में पता नहीं हम कहाँ से पिछली मैच में जो है हम हार गए। एक गोल हो चुका था हमारा और उनके 2 गोल्स बस 1 गोल थे, वो हमसे आगे थे और वो जीत गए। पहली मैच तो चलो हम हार चुके हैं, लेकिन दूसरी मैच अब हम खेलने वाले हैं दूसरी मैच में कोशिश करेंगे कि जीतें। वैसे तो मुश्किल लग रहा है क्योंकि इस गेम में मैं बहुत ज़्यादा नूब हूँ। वैसे पिछली मैच में भी मैंने बहुत ट्राई किया और 1 गोल किया था हमने, लेकिन अभी देखते हैं इस गेम में क्या होता है। गाइस, आप इस मैच को भी मज़े से और आराम से देखना और चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करना गाइस। हमें मोनेटाइजेशन पे पहुंचना है, जल्दी से जल्दी इस चैनल को आप मोनेटाइज करवाइए गाइस।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Roy Mackay will be key here, Peter. He'll be leading the line, operating as the target man. We all know how good he is in the air and how good he is when the area is crowded.
One of the very best in the business, isn't he?
And his numbers certainly say so. So many of his goals coming on the break, of course. And I think this team...
Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. Neymar will not want to lose it. And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is a little undercooked. Unai Simon punts it upfield. Stood up well to him there. White kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Searching pass he's played there. Nicely weighted ball. Shevchenko! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And that pass isn't the best. Tacho spots it and intercepts. It's a searching pass. Now that's well seen too. Schlotterbeck. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rafinha.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's been hooked away. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now it's Memphis Depay. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run, and it's been played through. He's had a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
There will be 1 minute at a
Here's
time.
Haaland. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Off the post! And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. There's the shot! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
This ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Looking to play him in. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? So no flag here. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. This their second corner of the game. Gerrard! Takes a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. Dixon. And here's Haaland. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, nicely intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
No, that's been intercepted. Haaland threads one in. Mackay receives, and the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. 75 minutes played. That's been cut out, well played.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Barcelona very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
That's good running with the ball.
Barcelona seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route, but
Oh, he's been caught now. Tries a shot. Played up towards the front line.
I thought it was going to happen then.
Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a right smile
2
there.
minutes has been indicated.
Right, Shevchenko. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but
And Messi! They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the...
दोनों ही मैचें हम हार चुके हैं गाइस। दोनों मैचों में हमारी फर्स्ट रैंक मैचेस में हमारा बेड़ा गर्क हो गया।